Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So today I like to share with you some keys on the internal art practice or ancient Chinese internal art or Qigong. And as usual, I like to make a statement here before I share. Number one, if you are not belongs to the educational platform or objective platform or wanting to take whatever this I'm talking about to university, physics, scientific labs to prove it, please do not watch it. Because over here we talk technical, we don't talk about grandmaster or stories or my biography, okay? So please stop watching it now. And also here I like to put a timestamp here because I think the educational platform research has to be like if we write a paper, technical paper, say in electrical engineering there's IEEE, even when we do pattern, we cite who the art come from or where the technology come from. Okay? Because I don't want that whatever information people take from me and then they say, oh yeah, my Sifu, my other Sifu or other style Sifu teach me this too. Well, I know it already, okay? Or well, you know, you are not that great. What I learned from this guy is not that great, okay? For me, well, that is not an educational system. In the university system, you put directly down there. What is there? Why is it? Who come up with it? And all these credits. It is not the credits, but an honesty of a human being. Okay. The Chinese talk about 谋大. 谋大means to be honest. Okay. You don't drink the blood of the Sifu and you turn around, backstab him, okay, or claim that you're better than him and so forth, okay. So, but that is the tradition, you know. I don't expect anybody to follow anymore. That's why I think Western education system is better. You cite where this thing come from, okay. Because it's about technology, not about, oh, I'm better than you, you are better than him, you know, all those kinds of fuzzy stuff. And there's no grandmaster here. It's like Newton, Sir Isaac Newton is not God. There is Einstein and all these great physicists come later, okay? Same thing I like to carry it here. So, now, the first thing is about the 3 flows, because yesterday very respectable fighter and coach in Wing Chun who actually fought in MMA was discussed with me on this 3 flow. And so I want to tell you all, since I don't have any todai or anything, everybody have the same information here, okay? Why is it the 3 flow is important? First, the 3 flow is the breathing, lower abs breathing. The second is the force flow. The third is the meridian flow. Okay, so the 3 flow is important is because when one is getting older or weaker, if this 3 flow in the body is fluent and smooth, one have a better handling of the body, okay? Now, a smaller guy have the lower abs breathing, full body breathing develop, the force flow develop, and the meridian flow develop, will have some advantage versus the other guy who don't have it. So, if we talk about combat situations, This provides one to be more effective and more efficient of handling the body mechanics. Without the three flow, it is default to the intrinsic, meaning that whatever you're born with, okay, if you're a smaller body versus a big body, you have disadvantage, that's it. And you do not have anything to compensate for that. So there's the three flow. And all the stance and everything, the proper one is not talk about, well, I stand like this too, okay, and well, we do this too. No. Or tuck your tailbone. No. It's about this three flow. All the stance, especially for the Wing Chun iYikKam or Zhanzhuang, is to develop this three flow. And once this three flow develop, it is cut, deform the structure. Structure is just a tool to have this. Okay? So there's a three flow. And in order to have this three flow develop, all the joints, the seven bones, has to be conditioned properly. Okay? So, be it in combat situations or in healing arts or using qigong to heal or for treatment or something, this three flow has to be developed. Without this three flow, it will only be partial working. You look at the past 100 years or 160 years, all the internal art and qigong people, you see how many of them have the three flow developed. There's a track record there, okay? Who teach what? You pull out the YouTube and so forth, you can see it. So the argument is not, I sit here, I sit this, or I do this, or I do that. It's just the three flow mentioned, described clearly, and developed. Without that, how can one teach other? If one never have developed that, attained that, one not be able to know what it is. That's why the 613 is so important, because one need to know the step and step how to get this thing done. This is the basis. The three flow is the internal art, the core of the internal art. Okay? So this is what I like to share with you on the three flow. The second thing, we in Wing Chun talk about the immovable elbow. Is that true that it's immovable elbow? Well, might be. However, there's one other thing which is even more, much more, 100,000 times more important. What is it? That is the center axis. We call it center line. It's not a line. It is a center axis. This is the gravity, gravitation here. So this center axis is also, if you read physics books, is called the vertical line of the center of gravity. Okay? Now, that line is handling of the whole momentum. And as what I shared before, the closed body is using the momentum, the torque. Okay? Now, if that axis or the pivot shifted, the whole thing is gone. Thus, the Wing Chun, like Lao Hui Song, come accept those kind of stuff, never be able to use the other internal arts such as Tai Chi push hand type. I push, retreat. You see, when I do that, my center gravity, vertical line of center gravity of the center axis is moving. Okay? Once that move, you lose momentum. You lose the momentum. You lose the momentum. You lose the accelerations. You want to come back in the real life? Okay, push hand is okay. In the real life, you go this far, you shifted your axis, you want to get back there, it is very, very, very not likely at all. Okay? So, Wing Chun is different. Okay, maybe in Tai Chi or other arts they can do, make use of that type of momentum, like shift their weight and so forth. But in high speed, even in the lab of the physics, you move the momentum, the center axis out, or you tilt it, you lost the momentum. And it is very difficult and not likely to be able to recover. Also, sometimes people thought that the Hermes Zhuang, the snake body, right? The snake body. Let me tell you what today. Those things doesn't work in the real life. Why? As soon as you do that, your center axis moved. The other party's momentum is going to rush in and the whole body will not be able to handle it. So Wing Chun's immovable center line, that is the key of the key. And because of this immovable center line or center axis, or vertical line of the gravity, one is required to sit. One cannot do this, one cannot do this. And one cannot do this, the Tai Chi push hand way of a demo. One required to that to pivot. And this is where the three flow come into. One manage the force flow, full body breathing, and the meridian flow this way. At this. That's why in our Xiulin Tao, or Wing Chun Xiulin Tao, you practice the iYikKam, because you want to get into that really, really tough situations and know how to manage it, how to manage that without losing a split of an inch. That's why it was called inch power. This is not inch power. Okay? It's a different. So I'm not saying that Tai Chi is not useful or better or good or bad. No. Wing Chun is Wing Chun. Wing Chun is not Tai Chi. You cannot import Tai Chi into Wing Chun. Otherwise, I don't know what you call that anymore. Okay? So the Wing Chun Tuo, Wing Chun center of gravity, vertical line, center of gravity, center axis, center line, that is what the key, the top secret is about that. Okay? And that's how it related to the three flow. If the three flow is not proper, one is very likely to be able to perform that. And one not mimic the Hermes doing the snakes. It's like won't move this. No, you cannot do that. And one don't even go shift like this. You shift it, you cannot come back. Okay? That's the reality of physics. And one don't do the white crane shaking too. Why? Look at the body. If the body shake this way, meaning this center axis is shaking, you get hit by a momentum which come at you, it's over. Because that type of the structure or the handling of the momentum, they have a different way to handle momentum, not the Wing Chun way. The Wing Chun is center line, short power or inch power. Okay? So again, I want to clarify here, I'm not saying that white crane is no good, or Hermes is no good, or Tai Chi is no good, but we have to identify the three system key. What is the style of the Wing Chun do? Okay? And I'm talking about here is physics. It's not that, well, I'm better than you, or you are better than me, all those kind of stuff. It's physics. Go prove it. You lost the momentum because your center axis or vertical line or center axis moved up. Will you be able to recover? Okay? And how this thing related to the three flow. That's the key of the second point I'd like to share with you here. On what I call the immovable center axis. Okay? So all the sit Instead of stand and instead of doing different thing, or be like Zhan Zhuang, be like Tai Chi, be like Ba Gua, well, those are just names. We talk specifically, we want to have this center axis as a pivot of the tour. We have to keep that, protect that, guard that. If we lose that, we lose it. Because it's a Wing Chun, close body, short range. That's physics, okay? Well, knowing this, will it make you the best fighter? No. But not knowing this, we call ourselves the master, the grandmaster, the know-it-all? No. Okay? And I have doubt for anybody who cannot tell things precisely and saying that while they have high skill. Because technology means, high skill means details of handling. Repeatable, scientifically, need that, okay? Be able to explain and repeat. Not about something while I come from thin air, okay? Now, the third point, which is this morning, somebody messaged me talking about this Qigong, Qi flow for health, for all kinds of so-called internal art, using Yi to lead Qi, all this thing. Lately, I have a few messages to me saying that they practice this kind of style. Yes, after they read the book, they know it is problem because it causes their eyes or their blood pressure to go high and so forth because of this practice of focus on Dantian and all this meridian using Yi, all those kind of stuff. Well, I expect that, okay? That's why I wrote the book. There's tons of stuff there which is violating the human body nature and even the Chinese or traditional Chinese medicine practice like the Hongbi Meijing. If you do that, you ask for trouble, okay? Now, Qigong today is an evolution based on Anapanasati. Okay, the whole evolution started before Tang Dynasty. Anapanasati, which is taught by the Buddha, have 6 states. The first 3 states, concerned about the breathing, is influencing the Qigong we have today. You can summarize totally Qigong today into the first 3 states. Yes, even Zhuang, you can check it with these 3 states. There's document and sutta in the Buddhism. Okay? And people still practice this, real Buddhists. Okay? So, all this Dantian stuff come after the Tang Dynasty, or at the Tang Dynasty. A lot of ideas, the Taoists and so forth, so forth. However, the 3 states of the Anapanasati, pre-Tang Dynasty, accord with the Yellow Emperor Classic and the Indian Yoga Chakra systems. Okay? It accord. And later on, when it come down, Tang Dynasty, Song Dynasty, which is thousands of years ago, and come down, it get to the point that everybody can speculate and they really deliver result. That is a very big question today. Okay? If you want to face it, it's not pretty at all. So, all this focus on Dantian stuff, or focus on different part of the body stuff, can be used by somebody who is expert in this to temporarily lead or temporarily guide the Qi for certain balancing purpose, and after that they have to discard it. For example, people practice say, oh yeah, pay attention to the K1. Well, after the first day they say discard it. Why they do that? They balance the body. Okay? And in Anapanasati, no way should anybody focus on anything, because focus means trouble. And again, as if you read the book of the basic Wing Chun art and science, you know it is not just intention in the mind element. There's intention, visualization, thinking, awareness. Okay? If one don't thinking only the intention, one doesn't see another three components. Even just the intention itself, the amount, the intensity of handling the intention, that's an issue there. Most people have never have training for that. So guess what? They force it. Their son drained. Okay? And because of their mind is unstable. When I mean unstable, we mean that the three states of the mind, the stable, the quiet, the peace. One's mind not even settled, so it's unstable. And you generate all kinds of hallucinations and sensations of the body. And if one take that as this is Qigong or internal art, good luck. That turn into big trouble in Chinese we call 偏差 bias. Okay? So the best thing is don't touch it. Know what it is, don't touch it. And as well, I usually saying that the kidney meridians have to flow upward from K1 into the body. It's not flowing from Dantian down to the K1. If you do that, you drain your kidney qi. When you drain that, expect your body get into trouble. And I said, well, I have the heat there. Sure, you have the heat, but what does that mean? You're draining the thing. Okay? It's like you're driving, you're pushing your brake and you're driving. Sure, you get heat from your brakes. Is that an attainment or is it a mispractice? Okay? Again, the cosmic 小周天, the microcosmic. How is it the real deal? The real deal is when one empty out oneself, that thing flow. And that related to the third phase of the breathing, because breathing is inhale, exhale, and the third one is neither breathing nor breathing. That third stage. And this is linked to the Buddha's samadhi state. It can be attained. It's not that tough. Okay? And those who in Qigong, the real guy, real one, or Tibetan Buddhism, the esoteric practice, mantra system, or the Indian guru, yoga, they all have the capability. But it is never being as what we see today. Oh, I have to focus on Dantian, higher Dantian, lower Dantian, middle Dantian, and I have this line flowing this and that. If you do that, you use your yi, your intention. When you use your intention, there's two things happen. One is how heavy is that. The second is you actually made or screwing around with the flow of the nature. Okay? So that's why I pull Anapanasati up. You want to learn whatever the Buddha teach and have thousands of years produce good health for the monk who cultivate and the base of the Chinese Qigong and so forth. Or you want to listen to some grandmaster here and there speculate this and that, which doesn't give result but trouble. Look at all these people who have a terminal disease like cancer. Okay? Or even high blood pressure. They go practice the Qigong, that. Will that help them? Take a look statistically. Will that help them? And some of them even so sad that they give up the Western medications. And you know where they go from there. Okay? So we need to be realistic and reasonable and understand what the heck is going on, instead of just go, oh, this grandmaster get grandmaster. The name of the grandmaster, or in my opinion, this is good, this is bad, that doesn't count. The law of nature counts. If you violate the law of physics, biomechanics, and this human body energy handling, you're out. And even relaxation, you cannot practice it. Like people say, well, yeah, I want to practice relaxation. Relax from your head down to the feet, okay? Or relax the feet to the head. And then I want to pay attention to my K1 and so forth, so forth. If you have preconditions of the high blood pressure or lower blood pressure, you better get somebody who knows what he's doing. If you have a kidney issue or heart issue or liver issue, you better know what you are doing, instead of say, well, I want to focus on Dantian to build up my energy, and then there's a free heat flow, and then I can jump around, and then what? Why did I say this? Think about it. If this is happened to one of your family member, your close member, will you take this kind of thing and see him slips off and screwed? There's nothing between you and me. Speaking of you, speaking of me, no different. We human. Okay? So, other people's pain, we can feel it. And we're not going to say, yeah, I know, yeah, that's his problem. I know it's not my business. Education is to tell everybody we are equal. Okay? So all these things, if you want to practice Qigong, go study Anapanasati. It's safer. Okay? And you see that a lot of people doing research today on Anapanasati in Western University, medical school, and so forth, so forth. For what? For handling depressions and so forth, so forth, blood pressure and so forth. Use those things. Don't listen to some master, grandmaster. Okay? And finally, I like to tell you, the 613.3 is like an education in the engineering school. It is not about like an operator. One is teach to do this, and then they get really good at it, and they say, well, I have the best on this thing. No. Engineering school is meaning you have to know everything, because people rely on you to design stuff and make sure you can solve problems, not to say who is the fastest in assembly, an iPhone or what. But design and see what's the problem. Is the problem, we need to solve it. Okay? Need to invent something new. Make it more efficient, effective, so everybody benefit. So this is what I like to share with you. Okay? And again, I tell you in front, don't watch this movie. Don't watch this YouTube, because it's not for everybody. And again, you don't have to trust me. You don't want to trust me. Go do your research and see, is that making any sense of what I'm saying? If it doesn't make sense, throw it. But if it makes sense, continue to do the research, because I rely on you to evolve this into better, to help more people, instead of making ourselves grandmaster to know it all, okay? Which is meaningless. We all don't live more than 120 years. And if we die, even if there's next life we come back, we don't know who the hell we are anymore. Okay? So this is for you today.